Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Reading Native Japanese. Tich here, joined by...
Hi, Thabang Tich.
Awesome. And today we're going to be reading an article from Yahoo News Japan. It's a very controversial article, but we're going to give it a try. The reading order for today, Thabang will kick it off and I'll follow through. Hi, dozo.
はい、いきます。組織の森会長、辞任以降、政権に至って、五輪開催に向け、調整困難に。Okay, so the committee member, which is Chairman Mori, has basically or intends to resign, and this has done a serious blow to the political administration and the holding of the Olympics is basically facing difficulties now.
Very interesting. I thought the difficulty they would have with the Olympics would be the pandemic, but it seems now there are other social issues that are coming out too.
Indeed.
Wow. Okay. I'm up next. Here I go. So Tokyo Gorin. So Tokyo Olympics. This is such an interesting word that makes Tokyo the number 5 go, and then ring, almost like the very funny story of the 7 rings tattoo that Ariana Grande got. So 7 rings, Chichirin is actually a Japanese barbecue, and Gorin is the Tokyo Olympics, so the 5 rings of the Olympics. I'll continue, okay? Gorin Paralympic. Paralympic and Soshiki Inkai. Soshiki Inkai. So Soshiki Inkai, organizing committee. Inkai, the committee. Soshiki Inkai no, and then his name, Moriyoshiro Kaicho, committee president, Moriyoshiro Kaicho, ga Josei Bishi, so Josei Sabishi, women, discrimination against women, Josei Bishi, to motoreru, oh boy. To moteru, okay. Hatsugen. Hatsugen is statement. Hatsugen no sekinin o toru. So he took responsibility for his statement. Katachi de jinin. Jinin no iko wo kotameta. Kotameta koto de. Oh boy. Okay. So in this one they're saying, so he had a Hatsugen, a statement with discrimination against women, and he took responsibility for a statement that he said which discriminated against women in the form, katachide, in the form of jinin, so resignation, jinin no iko, so his intention to resign, kotameta koto de. So he consolidated his resignation. Okay, I'll continue. And then Suga Yoshihide, the Shusho wa 大きな板、板手を、追うことになる。Okay, and he also faced a serious, so the Suga Yoshihide also faced a serious a loss by the statement. Oh wow, we've got some very intense Nihongo going on.
Right off the bat.
Good way to learn
And,
kanji though.
sorry, what was that?
Good way to learn kanji though.
Yeah, apparently he's quite close to the current Japanese Prime Minister. So like these comments are like not good for the Prime Minister as well. Like it's affecting like his like approval, if I can say it like that, because he's close to this guy.
Wow.
はい、いきます。森氏を失ったことで、今回の五輪実現に向けた調整が難しくなるばかりでなく、野党は森氏の発言を受けた一連の対応を政権の失点として追及と見られる。Let me just read it again quickly. Okay, so losing Mr. Mori doesn't just make holding the Olympics this summer more difficult, but the opposite, like it doesn't just make the Olympics more difficult to hold this summer, but the opposition parties have they basically using what he said to score political points.
It's a lost point.
Yeah, or what he said can be seen as like losing political points.
I see, against the opposition.
Yeah, it's not just like vocabulary, but what they're saying as well is like a level above what we normally read.
I see. Okay, let's continue. Okay. 政府は、これまで、no, so this is the 組織ユダは、政府組織 maybe 装飾 might be 装飾
What?
This
no, it's Soshiki-e.
Oh,
like,
Soshiki-e, the committee. Okay. Soshiki-e は、政府と、別、組織だとして、okay, so they're saying that so far up to now, the government administration is done by this organizing committee. And they have a distinction. They're a distinct organizing committee. And Morishi no Shindai については言及を避 sakete kita. Okay, so they're saying in this one, the retreat or the moving downwards of Morishi and so they were avoiding referring to the statement of Morishi stepping down. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Yes. So basically, the government is saying that like the Olympic Organizing Committee is a separate organization. So they're just avoiding saying anything about it altogether. They're just distancing themselves from the situation.
Hey, this reading backwards helps. Hi.
Typical politics, eh? Doesn't matter where in the world you are.
You want to light yourself up.
Yeah. Hi, 続きます。首相の国会審議で組織はoh my goodness, I think this is actually one word. 公益財団法人だから首相として森氏の身体を主張ことはできないと語ってきた。Okay, so the Prime Minister also said during deliberation at the National Diets that the organizing committee is a public interest incorporated foundation. So he can't. He can't say that Mr. Mori's resignation, like he can't make any like strong comments on that.
That's a shucho. This is a claim or insistence. Okay. Koto dekinai. So he can't insist, is what he said. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he can't assert. He can't confirm that he is indeed retiring.
Okay, shucho. Okay, here I go. Tada, suimenka. Okay. Underwater, behind closed doors, behind the scenes. Okay. Suimenka. Tada, suimenka de wa Morishi to iryu shitai. Iryu shitai. Dissuasion. Persuade him to stay. Iryu shitai iko ga ninjin data. So this is such an interesting sentence and the way they've described it. So tada, however, behind the scenes, Morishi Morishi's intention is him wanting to stay. He conveyed his intention of wanting to stay behind the scenes. He showed it through his feelings.
I don't think they're talking about him personally here. Like
it was the president who wouldn't say a statement.
Yeah, like I think it's like behind closed doors. They like the fact that there are intentions of persuading him not to retire are like coming out. So I think that they're like other people behind the scenes that are trying to get him to stay.
This is like very eloquent written Japanese. I don't think people would speak like this, but I think written would.
Yeah, no, this is definitely written Japanese, and I've never seen this word before. Like Ninjin data.
Ninjin data. It is believed. It is shown.
So
it is felt.
Nijimu to show through. to well up.
Ninjimu. Oh, and look at that kanji. I think we have to rename this series Kanji Hunter, because that's what we are doing here. We are hunting for rare kanji. An interesting
Yeah,
usage.
we're definitely making up for the easy-ish article last night. This one is like it's got high-level vocabulary.
Would you call this N1? It's in that N1 territory?
No, this is like solidly past N1. This is like
EQ.
N0 right here.
N0 for only the strong words. What's the level after N1? It's that that EQ. E Senu.
No, like and I think even though it's not quite on the same scale, like I think the BJT is harder than N1.
EJT.
Yeah.
There's another one you mentioned. I think it was called the Senu.
Oh, and it was called the what?
I forget the name. I'll have to look it up.
What the kanji kente?
Yeah, kanji kente. The one after N1. That's when you just have a point to prove.
Yeah, it's not really like after N1. I mean, I think it goes from like 8, 9, or 10. I can't remember. Like all the way to 1. But some of them are like really easy. Like even Japanese kids do them while they're still in like primary school. But like as you get to like number 3 and above, then it starts like getting really hard. Like even educated Japanese people. So like the two like Nikyu and Jun-E and EQ. So like the top 3 levels are like apparently like something else. At that point, it's like not even Japanese anymore. It's like research into kanji itself or something like that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
I'll have to start streaming that at one point. We just take a look.
Maybe.
Let's find a past paper and just flip through it for fun.
We could, like they like on the site. I think they've got like sample questions that you can try out from every level. So,
okay. Next episode, let's give it a try, just to take a peek, just to nazarite do a little bit, you know.
Hi, 続きます。関係者によると、加藤勝信官房長官。
That's one for the nightmare deck.
Definitely. 官房長官が発言直後に森氏に電話したほか、森氏に近い政府高官も森さんは奥さん、娘さん、お孫さんに叱られたって。Okay, so according to people connected with the situation, Katsunobu, Chief Cabinet Secretary Katsunobu Kato, so basically he called Mr. Mori after Mr. Mori made these statements, and like high-ranking government official close to Mr. Mori said that Mr. Mori was scolded by his wife, his daughter, and his grandchild.
What's the grandchild saying to him? Don't say such things. Yeah.
I'm just gonna finish it off because it's also part of the quote there.
Hi.
Hi. まあ、反省しているわけだからと語っていた。So okay, he was scolded by all those people, and he's reflecting on his actions.
反省。反省わけだ。
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's kind of hollow, but
and he should be. Maybe they're saying because they said wakeda, they expect him. They reasonably assume that he's reflecting on his actions. Wakeda.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was studying this grammar point not too long ago. So,
And I found this very interesting about Japanese as well. It's like you can put more than one sentence in like quotation marks,
wow,
because you see like it starts at like halfway in the past sentence, and even though there's a full stop, it's still part of the same quote,
still going.
and then you can like
He said a lot. We gotta encapsulate all of it. Hi. Let's continue. 政権は五輪成功で政権付与を図る Okay, this is another good one. So they're saying the political power of the Olympic success. So with the political power of Olympic success, the administration plans to float to power using a success of the Olympics. Yeah, so they are planning to maybe bring up the economy with Olympic success. So this fuyo is to float, but also so they want economic success to float up with Olympic success.
Yeah, I think that like the economy is just like, for example, and I think you were right the first time. Like they want to like boost their own political power with the success of the Olympics.
確かに、確かに。Okay. So 年内の小院選 House of Representatives. Oh boy. Nightmare Deck is getting this one too. Okay. I think our Nightmare Deck is just going to be filled with political terms and like work titles, eh? These seem to be the main kanji that smack us around. 衆院選に向け弾みをつけたのけの弾みをつけた方 Okay, to provide momentum つけた弾みをつける弾みをつけた方 Okay, so just to finish this one off, they're saying by the end of the year 年内 so by end of the year, or is it within a year? 年内 okay 年内の衆院選に向け so they are planning to do these things within the year of the lower house election to build momentum. So they want to use this Olympic success within the year to build for this House of Reps election. So if they've got Olympic success, it'll build momentum towards that.
Yeah, towards the yeah, they were planning to use the success of the Olympics to build like to provide momentum for the House of Representatives election this year, by the end of the year. Or the election that'll be held by the end of the year.
Should I continue? That was a little bit short.
Yeah. This is yeah, okay.
Okay. Morishi no jinin de gorin no imiji aka aka o kuitomeru kuitomeru to hold back, to keep at bay, to stop. Kuitomeru koto ga dekitemo. So they're saying the Mori-san's resignation, Jishin de has had a deterioration of the Olympic image, and they have to kuitomeru, they need to prevent ga dekitemo. So even if they try to prevent the deterioration of the Olympic image by his resignation, kokusai orimpiku. This is so interesting. Why do they call one Gorin but the other one they call it Kokusai Olympic? Okay, so Kokusai Olympic Inkai, IOC や国の政財界 political and business circles, okay, 政財界に睨みを聞かせる。睨みを聞かせる to have authority over, okay? 睨みを聞かせることができる森氏という存在を、書く。存在を書く。Okay? So he's saying that they lacks an existence of the of political circles to have to exercise their own authority. So this nirami o kakaseru. Okay, so he's saying that the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, and the internal business circles lack the power to exercise authority. Under which authority? Okay. I'll just finish it off. Maybe they'll say which one.
Okay.
Then Kaisai. Kaisai Chokuzen. Kaisai Chokuzen, so just before holding the conference, Kaisai Chokuzen ni natte fukaku teyoso. Fukaku teyoso ga shuji shoji kanenai. So this produced uncertain elements. So starting this just before holding a conference has produced uncertain elements. Okay, this is an interesting one.
Yeah, and I think like what they're saying is like even if they like manage to stop giving the Olympics a bad image by the resignation of Mr. Mori, Mr. Mori, who has authority like over the IOC and political and business circles in Japan, by losing his presence just before the Olympics are supposed to be held, then uncertain variables can arise. You know, despite what he said, he's still like instrumental in organizing the Olympics. So if they get rid of him, you know, it might cause some other. It might have some other effects that they haven't anticipated.
It's very interesting how they play with his image. In one of the things he's saying, this guy's got influence over international and local business circles and Olympic committees, but he gets scolded by, you know, Mago-san. So his grandchild is also schooling him. So hey.
This article is actually going really light on him, you know.
I wonder why they say shoji nenai. So they don't. It mustn't result in this fukaku teiyoso.
Yeah. Just to add some information, right? You can see on the top of the article, Yahoo got this article from Sankei Shimbun, right? So I just Googled that in Wikipedia now, and it's apparently like a right-wing newspaper in Japan. So that's why they're like almost defending him now and like playing down what he said, because you can see they didn't say what he said, and they're talking about like he shouldn't leave, and if he does leave, who knows what will happen, and he has all this authority, and like it's almost like sticking up for him, really.
The Fukaku Teiyo. So, oh wow, it's so important to understand the context and who's actually saying what you're reading.
So this is like a conservative right-wing article. That's why they aren't really like panning him in this article.
Yeah, but these right-wing guys are too hardcore. These are the type of guys who run around with the naval Japanese flag and just go crazy. I hope they're not going to storm the Capitol.
Yeah. Hi, Tsuzuki-masu. とはいえ、国会審議では野党議員が連日のように森氏の発言を批判。Okay. So even so, at the national diet meetings, opposition party members, opposition members of parliament are criticizing what he said day after day.
Renjitsu. That's a good one. Renjitsu no Hihan. Hihan. I also haven't seen that too often. Hihan. So they're pointing figures. Oh, okay. Pointing fingers of judgment. Okay, here I go. Beikoku no Fujin San Seiken. Beikoku no Fujin San Seiken. So the women's suffrage. Undo. So this is probably the movement, women's suffrage movement. Ni chinan. Ni chi nichi nanda. Nichi nanda shiro no sutsu ya shiroi bara. Shiroi bara, or the rose, white roses. Shiroi bara o minitsukeru. So they were carrying around these white suits and roses. Minitsukeru.
No, they were wearing them.
Oh, they were wearing them. Oh. Kuchi guchi, each and every person. Oh, okay, one for each person. Kuchi guchi morishi no jinin o motometa. So each person was asking for the jinin of Morishi. So they're asking for him to resign. So even the Americans were involved.
This is a worldwide thing now, because I mean, it is the Olympics after all, and apparently like celebrities are like have joined into and Olympics has a lot of like volunteer groups. Apparently, like a lot of them are in Japan are like quitting those groups because of what he said, and because they won't get rid of him. So it's actually like a thing now.
And I suppose female athletes and hey, no play.
It's lit. Like this guy he forgot he's not in like 1972 anymore or whatever.
Where you could be saying stuff like that, and then people would laugh and be like, "Oh, that Yoshi-san, he always says crazy things." Now it's like, he caught the smoke.
Exactly.
They need to make like a politically correct Grammarly for him. Just says politically correct things. No controversy, please.
This guy completely missed the memo like 30 years ago already.
What do you think you were saying, behind closed doors? Like, sorry, I keep interrupting, but this is too hectic.
Yeah, but like he can't be the only one. Like he's like fellow committee members. Like it doesn't look like they are putting pressure on him to leave. So like clearly he still has like support behind the scenes, like the article says.
Yeah, he was probably saying way worse things. Then he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go speak now. I better."
Yeah, because like it's been like 2 weeks since he said it, and you know he's still there. So like if it was like in America or something, you know, like same day, like
Yeah,
they're gone.
Margot-san. They have to get
Yeah,
Margot-san. Save her. Save him.
yeah. Hi, Tsuzuki-masu.
うん。
組織幹部は五輪を潰し、政権をひっくり返したい人たちの積極組の動きが際立っているとと苛立ちを強めた。Hmm. Uh, okay. So uh, the like the leaders of the organizing committee and are saying that people that want to crush the Olympics and like overturn the political administration.
うん。
Uh, what
怒り返す。
uh, yeah. So they basically putting the blame on the people that are like upset about it are just trying to crush the Olympics and upset the political like order basically, and he's like expressing his extreme irritation at this.
They're basically the
It,
EFF, eh? Who knew it wasn't only in
yeah,
SA, also in Japan?
uh, yeah. So you see, like this article again is they're just coming up with excuses for him. It's not because of what he said. Now
It's
it's just
just
because you know
other
they
forces
want
at
to
play.
like crush the Olympics. It's all these other things. It's not what he said. So
Mm.
this right wing news. Well, at least yeah, when I see Sankei Shinbun again, then I'll know what's up.
Hardcore. Okay, let me finish this one off. Taga, 政府が表立って森氏を擁護すれば、野党が政権は女性蔑視を容認しているとしてからに攻撃を強めることは目に見えていた。Okay, so this one is saying that a strong attack, so a strong attack としてに抗議を強めることは so there was a strong attack was visible on uh, the approval of discrimination against women, and this is what the opposition party said. And so any government or administration that is openly protecting Mori-san is a strong attack on the so they're having a strong attack on this approval of discrimination against women by them protecting Mori-san.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's more like but if any like if the government administration is like openly seen to be protecting Mori-san, then the opposition parties will say that like the administration agrees with discrimination against women, and then will continue will like strengthen the attack against like the political administration, like the current administration of Japan.
So this advantage, this ability will strengthen their attack against them if they're seen to be protecting him.
Mm.
Wow. Okay. Okay, no, that was a really awesome read, and I think
and like
yeah.
we actually like almost finished it. Like even though we started so late, you know, we only have 2 paragraphs to go. So I think
We're
like
warming
maybe
up.
even our reading speed is like getting
Yeah.
better.
Would you like to finish it, or you're a bit crunched for time?
Unfortunately, yeah, I'm a bit
Crunched for
pushed for
time.
time.
Okay, we'll save the last 2 for next time. Thabang, thanks so much for joining. You know, another interesting episode, and I think we'll leave it there.
Nice reading with you, Tich, and yeah.
Okay, more Nihongo for next time.